Happy Monday, everybody. Salute, 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 salute. Hey, hey, Sama. What's going on, sister? Thank you, nephew. Thank you. Thank you, Jude. This material is used for purposes for criticism. Y'all don't mind me. Y'all, I'll explain in just a second, okay? This material is used for purposes of criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And make sure y'all drop Jug's link. My nephew does have a YouTube channel, so let's make sure we go over there and hit the subscribe button. I think nephew just drops clips of videos and stuff like that, things you might have missed in sectors and stuff like that. He's a little bit of everywhere. So salute to him. Hey goddess, what up, little sis? Give me 1 second. Y'all give me just a second to shut this door. I hope everybody's had a blessed, I hope y'all really have had a blessed Monday this far. Like the weeks are flying. We're almost into the 4th month. Easter's almost up. It's crazy out here. It's crazy. And the Mo3 sector is definitely sectoring still. You know what I'm saying? I've been minding my business, meddling, trying to keep up, can't keep up. I need to get back focused on my channel. You get what I'm saying? Get out of the mess and focus back on my channel and rebrand, refresh us and stuff. I took my break. I think the days I have took off, you know what I'm saying? I've been self-reflecting and stuff like that, really still trying to get myself together mentally. Hey Lola, what's going on? Dang sis, you changed my window view. LOL. What I changed your window view about, guy? This what happened. Hey Nikki, what's going on? Hey African Queen. Hey Deborah. Hey Tasha, what's going on? Tasha, you spell your name like me. That's how I spell my name. Tosha. It's rare. It's a lot of Tashas, but we're rare. And it's only right, y'all. The reason why I'm messing up with words, y'all know I got my medical marijuana for my glaucoma. And I'm drinking this white Russian cold water. It's only right. I mean, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, but it's only right that I drink this white Russian cut water when I'm ready to talk about Mr. Cutwater. I am about to, hey Miriam, you moved the desk back. Shank did. Hey Lemitri, what's going on, sister? Shank did. Hey Karen B, Miriam, what's going on? Happy Monday, you guys. I love each and every one of you guys, okay? I do. So last night was a star-studded cast. When I say star-studded, it's one that I don't think we ever would have thought we'd seen. Hey Nika, I don't think it's one that the YouTube streets just knew for a certain that we would see. And I say that because, hold on, let me adjust. I say that because we had Gigi Mendici. She sparked up her fire on criminal villains, and lo and behold, she had a guest. Somebody came knocking on the door, and it was Mr. Cutwater himself. It was Polo. And I must say, there's nothing wrong because Tyrone's story is a life that was taken from children and families. But all at the same time, when it got brought to social media, everybody was invested. Everybody. And we was invested into the point where I wanted to hear everything. At first I did. I wanted to hear everything. Hey, Sherry, what's going on? I'm sorry I've been MIA, but I got hit by a car and I was standing in the Dollar General. Oh, my goodness, Sherry, prayers to you standing in the Dollar General parking lot. But thank God I'm still here. Y'all put some prayer hands for my sister, Sherry Clark. I'm so sorry to hear that, Shelly. Sherry. I am. I got a Shelly and a Sherry. I'm sorry, Sherry. Hey, Nisa. She said, I hear you. Hey, Rishi, baby. What's going on? How the baby's doing? Hey, Imperfectly. How y'all doing after a period? Let me know if y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's just one of them days, it's a blah day because it's raining and shit. Hey, Vibrant, what's going on, sister? Hey, Time Warp, what's going on, sister? Hey, Misunderstood, you about tore up off cut waters, got to dilute them things with water. And look, one of the mods sent me where they have a ton of flavors, but they only sell them in North Carolina. I called them at a ABC down here, and they said all the other flavors buy out so quick that they only leave behind the White Russian. So I took it just so I could try it. Hey, Spoken Facts, what's going on, sister? Happy Monday. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Adrian, girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, y'all put some prayer hands down there for Sherry. Hey, 80s Bless. How you feeling, sister? Also, can we get some prayer hands up for my sister Lalizi? It's snowing here. Oh my goodness. It got cold here. We having a cold spell, and then we're having a tornado watch. So prayers to those cities. Down here in North Carolina. North Carolina had a tornado. It took some houses out. Hey, God is the great. Hey. Hey, Miss Forties. Where's the wine glass? Sis? Not today. I'm just drinking straight out the can. I don't even have wine glasses, believe it or not. Long as I can drink out the glass. Hey, Janice. Now back at home I do, but when I moved to Shank, he didn't have that type of stuff. So I never even like New Year's I'll get those glasses, but other than that, uh-uh. Hey Passion, happy Monday, sister. Yeah, put some prayer hands. Okay, African Queen. Also put some prayer hands up. Me and Shank Rock will be going out of town tomorrow. We're gonna be on the road all month. Like I'm gonna be on the road for the next 2 months. Like the next 2 months. White Russian is my favorite. Okay, I'm talking about Mr. Coldwater himself, so it's only right. I have one left in the box, and I got another box down there, but one left. I said, why not open it? It is 5 o'clock somewhere. Okay. Hey, Bonnie baby. Hey, Karen B. But let's get into it. So everybody that's invested in what happened to Tyrone, we started listening. Hey, Missy Porter, what's going on? And y'all also drop Spoken Facts link too. If you're a content creator, you need your links dropped. Please just ask one of the mods to drop it. Also drop open books. Drop my girl open book for sure. Drop a criminal villains link. Please drop Gigi's link for sure. And if y'all can get Polo's link off of Facebook, if you guys don't mind dropping that, okay? And y'all can drop Miss Royalty's link too. Because I'll be checking out Royalty too. So if y'all can get all those channels dropped for me, that'd be awesome, mods. Okay. Thank you, Miss C. Porter Girl. I'm ready to have a good time. I'm ready to take some pictures of the monuments and stuff. You know, I'm going to be up in D.C. and Baltimore. So I'm going to be, then I got to come back, go to my meet and greet. Then I'm going to Texas, and it's going to be crazy. I'm ready to meet Queen 88 from the Mo3 sector. I'm excited about that. Meet my good sister, Miss Callie's Kitchen, for the first time in 5 years, y'all. We have been internet friends and sisters for 5 years, and this will be my first time meeting her and the kids. She was pregnant with two of them in the process of me meeting her, and Cameron was just the baby. So I'm excited to meet my sister, and she's getting married this year. So got a wedding to attend, Jelly Beans fashion show. And I also have a flyer to share. You guys be checking out my community wall. I got a flyer to share. It's an event going on for the voiceless, and they had invited me and Shank Rock, but I'm going out of town. I'll be out of town on those dates, so I won't be able to make it. But I did tell them I will be sharing. They said they watched. They're proud of me, Shank, and Toot for being the voice for the voiceless. So I appreciate her and stuff, and I appreciate the invite for sure. Thank you so much. And stuff. I hate that I'm gonna miss it and stuff like that. She said, I'm in Baltimore. You always in my favorite color. Okay, Missy Port. It just was a pink day kind of day for me. I was like, tone it, bring a little color and stuff going into the season. Anyway, I may have missed. I apologize. We love you, Sherry. We love you, sister. We love you. Just get better, okay? We're glad that that car wreck didn't take your life. You know what I'm saying? Polo came on the scene of Facebook. He said he's gonna explain that he was already doing content in his own way, in the cut water kind of way, but somewhere along the way, DRO's case comes along, and Tyrone Davis Sr. and Miss Natasha jump on board because something he said had to gravitate those people in to start hitting his link, to be in his chat, saying everything he's saying is correct, you know? It's just my observation from being there. But also following my girl Gigi and Polo, unscathing from the beginning of the death of Tyrone Davis Jr. Messages, posts, Instagrams, Facebook, TikTok, finding relatives, saying things on TikTok. Then my girl Shanitra Speaks, I want to play that clip too. Because we want to say it doesn't matter. We're here about justice for DRO. Nobody's forgot that. Thank you, Sis Deborah. Thank you, sister. Nobody's forgot justice for Tyrone at all. But it's time for us to come together like Gigi and Polo. Thank you, Key. I've seen people trying to cause division within creators from two different algorithms. And when people like Gigi Mendici share something, she's giving her perspective on what she took, whether it's from Nina Johnson, Polo, and shout out to Nina Johnson as well. But at the same time, we can't overlook things that come along with the story, such as Naziah. So much came with the Naziah Harris case. Do we listen to y'all subscribers and say, oh, that doesn't matter? To us, it might. Because a lot of stuff gives us better insight on what was going on. Because Tyrone Davis Jr. himself became a content creator. Hey, Vamika. In the midst of Tyrone Davis Jr. becoming a content creator, he started talking. That became a safe haven for him. As our platforms become safe havens for a lot of us, whether people like us or they don't. Girl, I had cut back on the cut water. We'll have you cutting up and late to work the next day, but I love it. Russian cream is my favorite. I love it too. And in some of those videos, once they started really coming out and you listen to it, not being on a panel or nothing, you really just take your time. Hey, Quiwana, what's going on, sister? You'll take your time and really listen to Tyrone. He was crying out. He loved so much that he couldn't understand for the death in him why he wasn't receiving that love back. And I get it. Haven't y'all ever been the person to be the go-to, but you've been down on your luck? Maybe if it's just one time and you didn't get that same love that you spread it for so many years, because you can't bring it in your heart to be nasty. Even when you try to or you want to say no, your mind and your body don't let you. You still give. Everyone's been doing a great job. However, it's always someone trying to change your direction. So I believe there's no right and wrong. It's more what you're getting out of it. I get it, Missy Porter. Nikki said, for real, for real. And Tyrone poured his heart out. DRO poured his heart out in one of those videos, and I really listened to him. And he didn't have to put a name on it for me. Because he said everybody. And see, during death, we use grief, we abuse the word grief. In death, we abuse the word grieve. Absolutely, I'm a living testimony of being a, okay? God is great. He gave so much and received so little. Absolute. We abuse grief in that word. We think because we're grieving, we can treat people any kind of way. Hey, Kelly, baby. She said, I never received the same love I've given. I pray I do before I leave this life. Man, man. Sean B, baby, and y'all drop Kelly Kells. It just stuck with me. It just hit me, Kelly Kells. It just, cause when you saying it and I hear it again from people, and you could honestly sit back and kind of understand, or you should have some kind of understanding. And Tyrone Davis Jr. said, everybody. Hold on, y'all. Let me welcome my sister back home. Welcome, Sean B, back home. You was very much an asset to my channel. Um, a lot of my moderators, past and present, was assets to my channel in some kind of way. And I just want to say, welcome back to this side of the tracks, even though you're in your own lane. I love that for you. I do. And I wish you nothing but the best for your channel. And that goes for you too, Kelly. I wish you nothing but the best for your channel. Can you drop Kelly's link too right here? Samad, I got her link. I got her comment pin. If you don't mind, just dropping her link. Hey, LaDana. She said, so wise for his age. He was hurting. Man, he was hurting. Hey, Yolanda. Hey, Candy sis. What's going on? Happy Monday. And when he said that, how he would be there for everybody, pick up instantly, phone calls, and nobody even calls for his mental. So now that he's gone, we're going to use grief as a way. We're going to use grief as a way to treat anybody any kind of way, talk to people any kind of way, do what we want to do. And guess what? The people are going to go because they're going to say, hey, they're grieving. And people do grieve different. They might not grieve the way we want them to or expecting them to, but at the same way, you know when people are abusing grief. I'm not good. I have no heat in this winter storm. Oh, Yolanda. Y'all pray for Yolanda, y'all. In some areas, the winter storms are kicking butt right now. They're still going through it. And I'm praying for you in your city, okay? And check on y'all neighbors, man. Check on y'all senior citizens. Just check on the neighbor, period. Do a good deed for the day. If it's just everything okay over there, you okay? It goes a long way. Because you never know when you're going to need them. You don't know the circumstance. Okay? My cousin was murdered by her baby daddy, Akia Eggleston. And that's why I started looking at different cases. And I get that, Miss C. Portal. It brings a lot of these cases bring family members out that lost their child or a loved one. It ain't got to be the same circumstances, but a lot of people do that. You get what I'm saying? They come out and stuff. And with Polo doing what he was doing, because that's called advocating. Him going to the town hall meetings for the family, he was advocating on behalf of the family. Even with his own beliefs of what he went and dug up things he was looking at. You get what I'm saying? It's Sharon said it's a hurting feeling to give unconditional love and not to receive it back is more hurting. You will start isolating yourself. And you know, who knows if that's why he didn't mind for a while getting on that road, seeing the world, and stuff from his own eyes. And you know, sometimes getting away and being by yourself, you don't know how much that'll open your eyes to real life shit. Cause it's just you there with an open mind. You're not in a dark space in a house, in a room where it's nothing but depression, is toxicity in some type of way, shape, or form. You know, Tyrone and I share a zodiac sign. He enjoys spreading love and generosity, and it wasn't reciprocated from a lot of people. Thank you, Bonnie. Her body has never been found. Wow, Missy Porter. Y'all put some prayer hands for Missy Porter. She said, yes, ma'am, Miss Parker, you're right. I'm just saying, hey, Betty, what's going on, sister? Hey, Tracy SM, what's happening, sister? She said, yes, so true. My funky ass. Hit the love button. So I want to get into this video. Shout out to my girl. Don't forget to drop Criminal Villains link. That's a must. Can we drop Criminal Villains link? And also, if y'all can't find Polo, I'll go over there, get his link on Facebook and drop it in the chat while I'm playing this live. But this is monumental for me, because I be seeing how messy that us adults could be. And I say this because I see people lying. At our age, I'll see people go from a chat and go tell Polo something, come tell Gigi something. And I just stay out of it, but I'm like, damn, we too old for this shit. Somebody is gone and never coming back. What do we start mess for? Hey, Mr. Mila, baby. What is this doing to two great content creators that are bringing perspectives that might have made us look, if we would have stop being so messy and siding with anything other than justice for DRO, we might not have been to that place of division. But maybe sometimes I look at it too, like God does things for a reason. Maybe he caused the division to eventually bring them together. For real, they get messy as fuck. They do. Try to cook water in a cocktail. I will, Missy Porter. So Gigi and Polo together last night was monumental for me, because both of them do a great job on their platforms. They might bring stuff that we don't want to see, but oh well, I'm here for it. Because I want to know who's involved, who did what. Thank you, Jamila. Thank you, Miss Jamila. Thank you, sister. I want to know who did what. Who caused this boy's demise? This young man. Who did that? And they really started bringing clarity. That's why the confusion and anger and people's emotions, I was like, if it ain't your kid involved or you ain't got nothing to do with it, why are we so angry at the messengers versus just looking at all the receipts using your discernment? Thank you, Yolanda, baby. Thank you, sis. Yes, we should never carry a bone just listening to content. Take what you hear and think about all you have heard. That's it. I hate the comments. Well, I'm sick of hearing about, I'll wait. Why be in a chat if you want to wait on the police who definitely came back and bought you nothing? Hey, Jamila, sis. Bought us nothing, but hey, yeah, we're not. We're closing the case. Or we're done. That's all I'm saying. Polo likes receipts. I do. I don't go by hearsay. I don't. Not in this day and age. I recommend anybody to go listen. And y'all know how many times people lied to me and I go listen and look for myself. And that was just what they took from it. I didn't take the same thing. Because sometimes when you are passionate about something, people get angry because you speak your mind about it. And y'all want to argue. But us arguing is getting us nowhere near justice for Tyrone. We're all off subject. You want people to go with your narrative, and it causes shit to somebody gonna capture your comment in the chat and be like, "That's what I was saying too." And oh, this is starting to get messy as fuck. Y'all messy and stuff like that because y'all went in picking sides versus picking justice for DRO. I got a family. Do I mean that we should? Sometimes family be your own worst enemy. And now today you can really dress it up. You can come out here and talk about the Bible. You can talk about church. And we as black people, we pick it up. We pick up that energy. Oh, she's so sweet. I even have my mean days. You know, I ain't as sweet as everybody be thinking. I'm human just like everybody else. And that's the problem. That's what you took of me. Because somewhere along the line, I said something and it captivated you instantly. To say, she's so sweet. Thank you, Bonnie, baby. Versus you really knowing me or be around me to know me. Absolutely, T Meals. So a family can come in and pull wool over your eyes and convince you. Because they're doing this, she said, messy as heck. Because they're doing this, they're doing that, and it has you on board. Because again, some people have lost their loved ones, they lost their children in some kind of horrific way, and they want the same justice. They still fighting for answers. They feel like they couldn't be a voice at that time. So, dang, we got Polo. I needed a Polo. Not for real, Missy Porter. I'm fucked up. Am I getting better? Yeah. But I don't do my better to be on the panel. I've really been taking those days off. She said, my family call me Angry Bird. That's my nickname, and I hate it, okay? It's in black people's DNA. We automatically hope that everyone is sweet. I believe that. But not today. Let's get into why. Shout out to Gigi Mendici over there at Criminal Villains, her team, Miss Tamala, Sean B, Miss West, and whoever else hits the panel. Everybody's perspective matters to me. Even if it don't matter to others, it matters to me. You know, everybody got a voice. Everybody got a right to use it. And everybody is entitled to an opinion. Let's get into this video where Mr. Cutwater himself pulls up on my girl, Gigi Mendici. I'm glad she chose that night to let Mary Ellis kick her feet up, chill, kick back, and listen to what just took place on her panel last night, okay? And I definitely fell asleep. I was so tired. I tried to, but I couldn't stay up. She said it was good. It was good. We the people of souls, okay? Glad you are recapping. I love me some Sean B. Does she have a channel as well? Yes, God is great. They dropped her link in the chat. Y'all be sure to keep dropping links, mods, if you don't mind. Listen as well, but if y'all don't mind keeping them links in rotation. The Royal D, and while we're listening, I'll be dropping like some that my moderators don't know. The Royal D, the open book and stuff. Shout out to the open book for sure. Shout out to Royal D for sure. Shout out to Chronicle Speaks. I like her too a lot. Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? But yes.
So let's bring Cece up. Hey,
And Cece, you guys, I got to the part where I took it to the part where Gigi is bringing Cece up. And for everybody, remember, Cece's like, yeah, you know, I'm coming. I'm just speaking on behalf of the Davis family, whoop the woo, giving us insight and stuff. And boom, Miss Natasha hits Gigi Mendici's panel. I don't know a CC, a ABCD, EFG, a WIC voucher, nothing, a EBT. Baby, she didn't know nobody. Natasha didn't know anybody, baby. And CC was crushed. But CC sending pictures, messages, everything. Everything. Showing I know her. Shambi, when Gigi do that fan, I'm on the floor. I love it. Girl. CC was crushed, but I get it. I do. It was embarrassing. And like I said, the gates of hell opened over there in Gigi Mendici's live that night. I don't even know if it was the Deep New York News or Criminal Bill. I just know the floodgates opened and they ate CC ass up like piranhas. And they spit up and did it again. And they spit her up and did it again. If you use your discernment, you won't get caught up. Let me finish reading what Miss Sharon said. She said, if you use your discernment, you won't get caught up in the mess and the drama. It's okay to agree to disagree. We have to respect people. Respect, compassion, empathy have been removed from us. She said, that's when I turned out, okay? Hey, Miss Francis. Hey, Jazzy sis. That was not right the way Natasha did it. It wasn't. Thank you. You're welcome, Yolanda. Thank you, Miss Sharon, for gifting that membership. If you got that green jacket, because it is still chilly outside. It is chilly up until May, sometimes the end of May. Okay. Make sure you thanks sis for grabbing that green jacket for you so you can stay tuned. Hey Hankin, what's going on? Happy Monday to you, Hankin man. Y'all go over there, check out Hankin TV. Please drop Hankin TV's link, you guys. Awesome content creator, you're fire, and I love your growth over there with your channel. Continued success to you for the year of 2026 and many, many more. Hankin, keep doing your thing. I love it. And you're so exceptional at your interviewing skills. Like I be watching just to see what I can kind of take from it, talking to the people. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you much. She said flip flop and CC. See, and you know what's crazy is that even though Gigi has accepted, but Gigi was never really like Gigi was being put in a box. Hey, sweet peaches, Gigi was really being put in a box because Gigi wasn't going hard on CC. She really didn't. She really did. I think when CC came in with the cussing and the things like that versus having a conversation and stuff, then that's when Gigi turned up a little bit. Like, I cannot let you come in here like that. Now, we can talk and y'all can, do y'all one and twos. But it is what it is. CC be trolling only because Natasha had amnesia, so CC got tight. It was a fucked up time to have amnesia to turn around and go, girl, that was you. Not when we got pictures together, though. Not when we was just probably bowling and drinking and shit 2 weekends ago, a month ago. Thank you, it's just Danny. Thank you. So CC is back on the board. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Lola. Appreciate you guys so much for real. But last night CC gave it up. It's then it's up. Yes. And I liked how Gigi come in because it's still funny at the same time. Because Gigi's like, hey, something sweet. Happy Monday. Because Gigi's like, there you go, CC. There you go. Like Gigi's like, Because Gigi called hell behind CC. She did. I said I was there. She called hell about BG. And I said, how do we want to expect to hear things if we get mad for her allowing people to talk? If y'all in the chat, grill their ass. That's what y'all there for. Grill their ass. Hit that link and ask questions. But you can't catch over 1,000 people in your chat. You can't. It's impossible. Hey, honey, 5K. She said, yes, you did. So you didn't see what happened on Royalty Channel because she was caught in some lies. Who was caught? Miss C. Porter. I caught a little bit of royalties, but I've been trying to get dressed and do some more stuff. Hey, Melinda. What happened, Miss C. Porter? Let's get to it, y'all. It's my girl, Gigi. Shout out to her. She looked fantabulous, baby. Fantabulous, okay? Fantabulous. I mean, everything. I mean, the hair was hurrying. You know what I'm saying? Everything, the outfit. I mean, just everything about Gigi just kind of, you know what I'm saying, was on a whole different level than I've seen Gigi. You know what I'm saying? Especially, again, with having Polo on there. It was epic. She said we were all speculating and chit chatting. Who was speculating and chit chatting? Gigi was like, I don't know none about it. She did. I don't know shit. Nah, she's like, nah, Gigi don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Okay? She's like, yes, you do. She's like, nah, I don't. Nah. Like, nah, I fuck with you, but I don't. She said, I call CC is a lie, though. She said that Lulu filed charges against Natasha, so not true. This is not a public police records or in the court system at all. Wow. What can I say? This is my thing about CC and the Jason. What's your thing? What's your thing? Because I kept asking if Lulu was holding Joe wallet for the mom. Mm. It's too many players on this chess
CC, how
board.
are you?
I only came up to say she wasn't talking about me because you can go on my page. I don't wear face full of makeup. So
I didn't know
she
who she
wasn't
was
talking
talking about,
about me.
CC.
But guess what? She needs some. So
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, my
don't throw
God.
I
my
know
name in this with
they
her.
keep on dragging Polo, but I'm saying why y'all keep on dragging Polo? If y'all say what he's saying ain't true, it's true. You like he said, if anybody was paying anybody, it was you paying them. Tasha, Tasha mad because he done stepped all her lies. Come on there. That's what she mad
Well,
about.
according to y'all ain't seen on Polo page where he
I
put
know,
up earlier.
right?
He was at the police department. He had
What?
somebody else with us too, and then he was talking. He took
Gigi, Cece, one of them girls, you know what I'm saying, where you gonna go get that tea. Girl, y'all didn't hear he was at the police department. Yeah, with old girl. Cece just up her, yeah, like, yeah, girl, you know what I'm saying? Let's Cece told some lies mixed with some truth, possibly. She said if Rena was there. That's a good question, Missy Porter. My thing with Polo is he was down with the lies at first. Now he's against them. But Francis, right now, what I put out, you can only believe me until I show you different, correct? If I tell you something, you're going to believe it until I start showing you something different. Am I correct, Miss Francis? He was down with them. I don't think it was ever down with lies. I'm going to tell you why. Because when you going down a rabbit hole, you start catching a lot of lies. You start catching a lot of shit. It's shit now that I've caught. And I know other people have caught it because we've talked about it, but did I ever bring it out about certain things? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm so confused now. So was it really at the hospital with Lulu? Was who at the hospital, Passion? She said, for real, for real. Nikki's like, for real, for real. Thank you, Missy Porter, baby. Y'all can only go by what I say to y'all. So I don't think, this is my personal opinion. I don't think Polo was going, I think Polo was digging too deep. I think he was getting so deep. And you know, when somebody gets close to something, we see that in movies. When somebody gets close to something, people change. What's gonna happen when they get mad at the activist? She's gonna drag. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She said, sorry, who was at the hospital? Okay. She's saying, so who was at the hospital then?
picture with this sheriff. He didn't take the picture with the sheriff. He took the picture of them standing there. So it's
The
somebody.
sheriff office.
Yes. So it's somebody he's connected to that he's not nothing to be messed up with.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have all waited for that time. He is here. He has arrived. Polo, give it up for Polo. You guys get the likes up.
Yes.
Polo is here in the building. Finally get a chance to connect with Polo. Polo, how are you doing tonight?
Wait, so CC said that Natasha's son is the one who took Dro out. Is that correct? I don't know this. So please don't leave in the comment section that I know this. I don't know this. I'm asking her. So CC's alleged that Tasha's son had something to do with this. That's what she said. He was trying to fight Lulu and Jason at the hospital. So if Jason was there, why wasn't Rena there? But I thought she the one who bought him. See, it's too many players.
Right.
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just chilling.
That's
Good.
what's up.
Yeah. So Polo, my first question is, how did you hear about the case? And I'm sure you've been hearing these questions again and again, but can you tell us again, how were you introduced about Tyrone case?
Okay, when I first heard about it, that's when
Miss
they were doing a rally up in Gainesville. This one Lay Rich had orchestrated the get together under the bridge. That's when I had posted the receipt showing that Tasha and Natalie had reached out to Lay. So about I said, can they join to come up under the bridge? They made it seem like to the world that they orchestrated all this rally and stuff. They didn't do shit. They're lying or whatsoever.
Mm.
So when they Lay had reached out to me because that Lay know I do a lot of this stuff on platforms like going back and forth. I done did a lot of the expose and shit. I done did a whole lot of content on Facebook by different scenarios. So when she brought it to my attention, that's when the father ended up communicating with me because I got a big thing is that I don't like reaching out to people. I like for them to reach out to me. I just like when people want me to reach out about the situation in Broward with Drea and then the Kendrick situation. Like I told their family members, the family, direct family, gotta reach out to me. I don't like just jumping on because it seems like you part of a bandwagon. So if they don't come directly, then I don't want to be a part of it. So that's how that ended up happening. That's how I ended up meeting Tyrone, conversating with Tyrone, and Tyrone becoming one of my biggest supporters that turned my biggest up.
Mm. So let me get this right. So it seems like this lady named Lay, she is like the head of it as orchestrating a lot of stuff.
Well, she orchestrated the thing up on the bridge, and that will open up the next door. You know what I mean? Like everybody played a piece. So when it came to the part of Facebook, that's when it was brought to me. Like you had other people speaking on it. I'm not gonna knock them for that. You know what I mean? Before as a person, they knew that might put their boots on the ground and actually, you know what I mean, come see about what's being said. That's why it came to Polo.
I had a crazy idea. We were surprised that no one had done it before.
Success?
Yeah. I mean, you took it to a whole different level. Your style, like I didn't even put you in a category of us. You do so much and you do different things. So you cannot be put with the rest of us. That's why I didn't understand. I didn't think you were a blogger. I thought you were something else like an investigator.
Yeah, now I'm not gonna necessarily say I'm an investigator, but I have did my own case. When it comes to a lot of stuff that I've been involved in, I do all my footwork. Like you can't count on the system to do the right thing. You can't count on your lawyer to do the right thing. Like when it comes to you, you gotta stand on business by yourself. And I have learned that. And what made me get so close to the case is because it's similar happened. The same thing happened to him, similar happened to me. And it's just coincidence that the person that's involved originally evolved from the same place that his girlfriend from.
Everybody involved in this case is wrong, but you have certain panels and certain channels like to just bash one side, and that's wrong. And them TV, I get it. I'm just trying to gain understanding. Really. So when did the father meet Lay Rich, and why did she organize the bridge event? Tasha's son was involved in a murder in 2022 in Miami with two other guys, and he drives a red Audi. Okay. And we're not here to bash, can we, I think, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in 2026, what I've seen, and even in 2025, bashing is when I'm dogging your lifestyle and things like that. To me, that's bashing. When I'm just calling out things that happen to me with that person. All right, y'all can drop Missy Porter's link too, please, in the chat. She wants to start a channel and stuff. And I think y'all should. If y'all have different perspectives on things and y'all think y'all can do this, watching people like that, I think I should start a channel. And you will, can we talk about the facts in the case instead of just bashing people? And I get that. Because there was a lot of stuff that came out with the facts that's happened and stuff. What do you consider bashing? When did I bash? What did I say? If you like to come up and join me to hear it, because I'm just saying, I think I've just introduced the fact that Polo was over there with Gigi Mendici and stuff. Other than that, I'm not bashed and stuff. And I've looked at all the facts. I might have missed a week and a half on catching up with other receipts and stuff. I see Polo did drop some receipts over there on his channel and stuff about some stuff and things along with when this took place. Other than that, I'm listening in like everybody else. I really think people have bashing and hating a conversation about a situation mixed up. Just my opinion. Yeah, I don't think we got the right terms on our words nowadays. We just say if it sounds like it, or just, what I'm saying, like they're bashing the people. What did he say? He's talking about incidents that happened with him and these people. That's not bashing. She said, I digress. What would you say, TT, about it? To me, if a situation happened with me and somebody else, if I'm bashing their living arrangements, their lifestyle, that's bashing. To me, he's just saying what happened along the way of getting evidence and getting receipts and stuff like that on certain things. Hey, Sean B.
Hey, boo, how are you?
What's going on? How you feeling right now about everything that's transpiring? You've been on this case since it started. How do you feel?
Like it's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay, explain.
Well, a lot of it you've already pointed out yourself. What Natasha, the humiliation that CC suffered on Gigi's channel by Natasha not accepting or uh um letting us know that they did know each other was humiliating and it was wrong.
Absolutely.
Um And I understood, like I told Cece, I understood how she felt. But, I always tried to keep myself in a position where I was neutral. I was there for justice, not to make friends. But I tried to remain respectful to Natasha. At first, I even called her Auntie Natasha out of
Yeah.
a matter of respect and because of the way she carried herself. And today, she's just Natasha. Um, there is a whole lot not clean in the water. There are there are omissions being spewed around, and to me, an omission is as good as a lie. Because you're allowing someone to go with a narrative that is not right, it's not correct. And it got to the point where we were chasing our tails like on Monday, if we had made a strong connection with some facts that were dug up, excuse me, by other people from Gigi's regular panel, by Wednesday, the chat is full of, excuse me, the chat. Okay, devil, get off me.
Yes,
The
back
chat,
up.
okay, the chat would be full of a bunch of trolls trying to distract, disrespect, and throw lies in there. And then by Friday we would find out that what we thought on Monday was not true. And I just got tired of that. And that's what's going on right now.
How do you let me take you back a little bit. So I know that one night I dropped down in Gigi's panel and y'all was discussing, you was like, and I mean, you was genuinely up there trying to get this in the right direction, and I felt everything you were saying that night. And you were saying, hey, Nancy Grace, I think they should really reach out to Nancy Grace. I think they should reach out to this channel. This is a good channel. just to try
Absolutely.
to get it in the, push it more in the algorithm so a movement can start. And other people had a perspective on what was happening. And this is before the Polo and Tasha falling out. Because remember, Polo comes for Gigi, whether we want to talk about it or not. Polo has a choice of words for Gigi for coming for Auntie Natasha, when no, this was just that people once feel how you felt right now, Polo, to me. I'm on the outside looking in, but I feel like you guys was really kind of seeing things from Polo's perspective now at that point. Could I be wrong? Yes, you explain, Sean.
Well, first I want to say it is true in the beginning, and I still say Polo may know what he knows, but you don't get 2 and 3 months to tell me that you know what you know and you never prove it. You never show any receipts. And so I believe he heard me, and now he's starting to drop receipts. But a month ago, he was not. 2 months ago, Polo was not. He was loud. He was disrespectful. He was calling people all out of their names. And I did not like that. If you're tough in your spot and if you know what you're giving up is facts, why do you have to be disrespectful? I did not like that. And therefore, I did not appreciate him. I didn't. However, when it started coming out that, when he exposed the fact that they were misrepresenting the donation money that they were receiving, he exposed them. Now, my only problem with that is, are you exposing it because it's the right thing to do, or are
Right.
you exposing it because they've turned their back on you? Meaning, if they didn't, would you be keeping that secret? Because to me, that speaks to your integrity. Now, are we
Right.
happy that he did tell us? Of course we are, especially those that were up every night, all night, scratching our heads and being disrespected and called all out of our names and all, just dealing with all of that mess just to wake up the next day and do it again. So yeah, I wanted to know what was the reason why he did it. But yes, still, we were happy that he did. And so then moving forward, we're like, okay, so this is what that was. And that's why that didn't make sense. And wait a minute. Oh, now she's admitting that she knows Cece? Oh, well, then wait a minute now. Because to me, there went Natasha's credibility. See, you lie to me about the little things. It's inevitable that you'll lie to me about the big shit. You know what I'm saying? And something as small as saying that you don't know no CC. Listen here now. If I give you, Parker, if I give you permission to speak for our family, I'm not going to know under what name you're speaking. To me, that was BS. She knew who Cece was all along. She just kept trying to throw monkey wrenches at everything. And then I need people to remember, Cece also flip-flopped. When Cece first came up on Gigi's panel, Cece had nothing good to say about Lulu. Lulu was all kind of itches. Lulu stole $250,000. Lulu
Absolutely.
had everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Lulu had everything to do with it. And then boom, fast forward a month and a half or however long it took. And then BG, who I believe was Lulu all along, BG enters the picture and there's a couple of weeks of shenanigans with that mess. And now all of a sudden they're bosom buddies and they're having conversations on the back end. And she comes in and it's like, it was an accident. Wait, whoa, what? What do you mean? The family knows that it's an accident. That's it, that's all, and I can't say anything more. Wait a minute now.
Yeah.
You told us that you were our source of information, and so we're just supposed to just accept that? Who, what, when, where, and why? I need all that. Who, what, when, where, and why? Well, the family knows and they believe Lulu. Well, wait a minute. They talked to Lulu? Because see, Natasha was still saying they ain't talked to Lulu. Yeah. Well, she's talking to BG right now. And Gigi said, well, wait a minute now, because BG want to come up here right now. And she said, no, she's talking to Natasha right now. And boom, there was BG.
Yeah, it was. I was there.
You know what I'm saying? So the
Mhm.
shenanigans was real, and people had the nerve to get angry with me. I won't speak for everybody else, but angry with me because you're not just gonna keep pissing on my head telling me it's raining. I got more sense than that. Everybody
Let
can
me
believe what they want to.
let me
Go ahead,
read
babe.
this to you so y'all can figure this out and we can come to a resolution for this. I agree with you, Rosalind, just as Lulu has done. She told lie after lie, and people still don't think she's guilty. Told lies from the beginning. Rosalind, I stand with you 100% on that. I'm not clearing a motherfucking thing. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, Rosalind. That we can look at things from certain perspectives and bring people back in, but I'm to one to not like that. I can't go that quick and go, oh, she's innocent because they said it. Absolutely not. Nothing makes sense at this point to me. Tanya said, see, that's where my problem came in with Sean, because it's like she had something against Polo, so she never could think outside the box to see what Polo was doing, which was putting that work in. Sean said, well, Sean, you explain that, because that was for you.
Tanya, baby, I understand where you're coming from. I did not and I do not have a problem with Polo. All I was saying was, and let me put it like this. If you meet a dude and you're wanting to be serious about that dude, and he keeps telling you he's got this and he's got that, and he's going to do this and he's going to do that, but you never see it. You never see it. And then people start complaining about him. And you don't know those people to think that they're lying or telling the truth. Are you not going to start to say, well, listen, I just need some proof? Can you put your proof where your mouth is? Because lately, all you're doing is yelling and calling people out of their names, but you're not showing us anything. That's all I was saying. That's it. I
Okay,
don't
so
know
you never had
Polo
a
to have a
personal
problem.
problem. Did you just want to
No,
see more from Polo, and it just wasn't giving what he was giving? Because we all got our own opinions about the situation, but was that what it was, Sean? You saying, like, if you're saying it, just do it, just show us, be about it.
that's it. That's it. This is a serious situation. We're talking about trying to get justice for Dro, not being friends with Natasha, not being friends with his father. If you're serious about justice, and we're all the bottom line is the same for all of us, and you want us to believe you, when your people start asking for proof, why don't you show it? But when you get mad at them, that's when you start showing it. That's all I'm saying.
And I see it different, Sean. And I love you to death, sis. I'm glad you're back. You know what I'm saying? I love you down. I do.
Absolutely.
We've came too far. We've come a long way. Cause I seen as Polo was giving. That's why I subscribe, because I don't think it's wrong. Like, if you like, you're a subscriber, you are a content creator now, and you are
Mm-hmm.
taking time out of your day. This is a job. YouTube is
Right.
like a job. You got to put your content together. You got to give it up raw, uncut, and be as truthful. Even with speculation, we all do. We all think when certain pieces get put on the table, you can only use your discernment to come up, and it might be wrong, but at the same time, like the way this is given, I see it like this. It's only one or two ways. It's never three, four, or five. It's always this way or this way. Then it's
Right.
a possibility that can come in like a game of spades, but I do think Polo was given, and that's why I subscribed, because I wanted to see somebody that was actually boots on the ground. And it was many times, Sean, but I never commented in Polo's chat to say, but I always said, well, goddamn, where's the family? Because as soon as Polo go live and drop something, because he started doing privately, in the one. It took him forever because they're striking him. And anytime somebody goes to that kind of link, Sean, I look at it like he's saying something that is factual, because those are the only times you want somebody like that to shut up. Shut up, to be quiet. The same way Gigi and you and West and Tamala was getting rap. People want y'all to shut up. We don't know who them people is in the chat saying harsh, mean shit. They could have been them all this time, or people that was on board.
Absolutely.
So I do think Polo was giving it up, giving raw and uncut, and I kept saying to myself, well, and I would see Natasha like, he's right in his chat, saying like, yep, he's giving out all the facts. We love you, Polo. We appreciate you, Polo. So just because Sean B picks up my loved one's story, I'm just gonna be honest. And they're advocating, and your boots on the ground. If I say, Sean B, can you be at this meeting? And you're like, yes. See, Polo's a talker. And when you see Polo, he is one of those, we need one of them in every community. If it's pillow talking to some, it is what it is. To be a man, he's doing it. So I respect it. He's meddling like a motherfucker, but he's getting answers at the same time. He's putting, everybody got a puzzle they put together. Sean, you've been hearing from the Naziah story. If it wasn't a puzzle, tell me different.
Shit, it was.
It still is to today.
It still
it was
is.
So many characters, you don't know what to believe to this day.
Right. And that is all I'm saying about Polo. And when I say that, I'm talking about in the beginning. I did not follow Polo. I never subscribed to Polo. So when he went live and every time he had something to say, was I there? No, I was not. So I expect for many people, and I'm not surprised either, that you feel the way that you do, because I wasn't there every day, all day. I was not. So you know some stuff and have seen some stuff, as many others, that I didn't. I get it. It's just what I did see. That's what I saw. But when he started dropping stuff, that's when I started giving him his respect. That's all. See, that what people choose to cling on to is what I said in the beginning.
Every time.
And that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? You know me, Parker. I'ma listen, and then sooner or later, I'ma need you to, you know what I mean? Come on up out that pocket. Show me something. Show me something to keep me here. I'm bored. You know what I'm saying?
And then once he go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying, and once he did, I had let go already. See, what a lot of people don't know is I would talk to Gigi on the back in personal conversations. I had already told Gigi, I'm done. I'm not doing that no more. You allow your chat to be this way. I do not tolerate that disrespect. And you allow it. Right? I don't need you running to my rescue. Is this going on, that going on, that going on? Listen, I dealt with that for 2 years. I'm not doing that again. I'm not doing that anymore. But she would call me. Sean, they're asking for you. They're calling for you. Come on, come on. And so I would make 1 or 2 appearances back on her panel. But I was done. So by the time Polo started producing, I was already off of it. So, you know. My perception comes from early on. But then I did give him his respect the last time I was on Gigi's panel.
And you did. And I think you're correct. She said, I get what you're saying, but he definitely been proving things. Just no one knew Jason was at the hospital, not even the Davis family, but Polo knew it. And I agree with Sean B. I was there, and Sean B, we do got to go back to the beginning. You know, some people come in, like Sean B wasn't over there with him, and Tanya said, "Fact, Sean." A lot of people wasn't over there with Polo. Hey, Bird, and hey to everybody that came in, you guys. If I didn't speak personally, I apologize. She said CC never showed anything either, and I want to go back to something that Not Today said, Sean, and me and you can feed off of this for a second before we get into Gigi's video. And they was asking for you, Sean, I seen the people asking for you because a lot of people value what you say. And as you become, you really start getting used to your channel and your chat, you'll see either we're going to be biased or we're going to be, we're going to be open to the conversation. Is everybody going to say everything that the people on our panel say? Mm-mm. You, like you said, you've been through it for 2 years.
Right.
But you withheld all of that shit, and you are here now with the Justice for DRO movement. It says a lot about you, Sean. You get what I'm saying? That's why you're sitting where you're sitting now with a channel. You have so much to bring. Go ahead.
I learned going back to the beginning from you. You used to say that all the time. If y'all need to go back, go back. If y'all need to pull out your notes, pull out your notes. If y'all need to go back to the beginning, do that. I learned that from you. So that's all I'm asking before people make a judgment for me. Please know all the facts. Sean, I'm talking about what I saw once Gigi brought what Polo was bringing to her channel. That's how I learned about Polo. I don't do Facebook anymore. I haven't done Facebook in years. And so I didn't know about Apollo. And then some of her other panelists started talking about him, and she refused to share anything that he had because of his character, because of his delivery. And then one day I got curious and I did go over there and watch. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't get like this because I started my own channel. I'm like this because of everything that I've learned these last 2 years. That's all. I am still the same Sean B. I just got my own channel where I can express myself. That's all.
And that's good. And I think all you guys as subscribers should think about how Sean B just felt about the situation. And if you want to express yourself, I don't think there's nothing wrong with starting your channel to express how y'all want to express about. I don't care if it's about Tyrone's case or another case, Romika, Naziah, any case you've ever felt the need that you got a different perspective. Start a channel, man. Make y'all money. You know what I'm saying? Do what y'all need to do to to build another pathway of success in your life. This is Sean B. Namaya. She said Cece, not today, said Cece was wrong too because she knew Tasha was lying. She helped her put out those lies. And when Tasha said that she didn't know who, then she decided to tell the truth. Let me play devil's advocate. Not today. I get it. And I want Cece to understand. I don't like Cece, but I do feel what Not Today is saying, Sean B. I want you to elaborate a little bit off of what I'm saying with Not Today. Once you do that, because see, I always call it Mad Day. And Mad Day is now we're going to expose the truth. When can I trust you now because that was your bestie and you went and told lies? But can it be too to where Cece didn't know? Cece probably was just trying to be there for her best friend. I'm just playing devil's advocate, Not Today. Sean B, your thoughts?
I agree. She did the same exact thing. I not just a few minutes ago said how she was trying to force us to believe that BG was in that moment on the phone with Natasha, when in fact BG was backstage waiting for Gigi to let her up on the panel. So yes, Cece definitely demonstrated many times when she couldn't be trusted. What was coming out of her mouth could not be trusted. Now today she wants to blame everything that she told us on Natasha. I asked her when she came to Gigi's panel a few days ago, like last week sometime, do you care to discuss the $250,000 that you told us about? Oh, I got that from Tasha. Y'all know what I'm saying? So I get it. I don't believe none of them. Not one of them. How is it that it comes out that Jason was at the hospital, but y'all want to say he didn't do nothing wrong? But y'all didn't know he was there. So how can y'all trust Jason? So see, stuff wasn't making sense to me. I don't trust none of them. None of them. I think they all got a lie to tell. And it starts with the father. And I'm just going to leave that right there. Oh, it starts with the father, sis.
And And
Mhm.
can I say this, add this to what Sean B just said, as a content creator, again, doing one of the biggest high profile cases in the United States, which was the Naziah Hurst case, whether it made it to California, it's made it out of the country of the United States of America. And it is always going back to something. It always leads back to somebody or somewhere with any story, and there's nothing wrong with nobody going down that rabbit hole and gathering this information. That's the problem. A lot of us see outside the box, but a lot of us want to stay in one spot inside the box or outside the box, when not, to me, everything counts. Everything counts. If you got to go to if you find something on this part, bring it to the table. That's when you put your puzzle together. If y'all ever really put a puzzle together, it takes a while to get to see what piece. Just when you thought a piece went somewhere, it didn't. And sometimes you got to keep starting over. So, Shauna, I agree with you 100%. She said, if y'all can drop Bonnie's link too, she said, I don't have any content, but my channel is up. Can I put out the information? And can y'all drop Sean B's information too? She said, yes, Sean B, you're right. She said, and yet not today. Say, yes, Sean. And see, we can have, thank you, Samad. Thank you, sister. And she said, I miss Sean B. She's not for foolishness. I wonder how she feels learning Natasha's son was at the hospital and never mentioned one thing. What happened? I see why Jason said they pulled him in it. How do you feel about that, Sean? It's a question for you. And hi, Angela.
That's when I was totally done with Natasha. That's when I was totally done. Absolutely, positively finished with Natasha. You're holding secrets and it's self-serving. I don't do the self-serving. If that's how you're going to be, then stay in the background. Don't be in the forefront. Always with the phone to your mouth, the loudest one talking about justice for DRO. And you know you're not telling us everything. And it's her son? While I understand you wanting to protect your child, that's why you shouldn't have had the microphone. But if you're gonna have the microphone, make sure you're in a position to be transparent. This is justice we're talking about. And that's where people get it messed up. There has to be transparency in order to get justice, or either you're not the one who should be speaking. So when I found that out, and he was the one with the red car, oh, I was done, because she knew that we were asking that question. She knew that we were saying, who has the red car? What red car? Where's this red car coming from? But see, if y'all remember, that red car per Polo turned into a black car. So see what I'm saying? It was so many questions. And listen, that's when I was done with the Natasha. When
Oh,
Polo exposed the son, that's when I was done.
Sean, I got to interrupt. Wait a minute. I had been gone to Memphis and back home. I must have missed this. Did y'all just say that Miss Natasha's son was the one at the hospital?
Yes, ma'am.
I know y'all
Polo
mind.
exposed the red car. No, that Natasha's son was at the hospital arguing and fighting. Now, I don't mean if that means an argument or a physical fight with Lulu over Tyrone's wallet. He was implying, because he said some other stuff, he was implying that they were trying to get a hold of that bank account, because he followed up by saying, oh, and about the bank account, it wasn't 250,000. He said it was a couple of thousand in there. And the money that they got from the donation. So he kept going and going and going. You see what I'm saying? But Polo exposed the fact that Natasha's son was the one at the hospital arguing with Lulu. And that's why Lulu left. And Jason had already said that Lulu left. Well, Polo went on to say, and he has a red car. And then I said on Gigi's panel, do you remember when Polo was saying Karen? But because the way Polo talks, he couldn't say Kari. Well, Natasha's son's name is Jakari or something like that. That's what Polo was trying to tell us the whole time. See, so that's the credit. That's when I started giving Polo that credit. So I did come around, y'all. It just took me a minute, but I came around, and I give credit where it's due, right? But yes, Polo exposed that. Yes, he did.
Miss Sharon said, not to mention that the red car somehow belonged to the couple that helped DRO. She said, Jacqueline said, I've been feeling this since day one, and I was shocked about her son, but Polo had been saying everything to the best of his knowledge. He exposes everything last night. Hey, Spec K, what's going on to you? And Natasha sent Polo the witness in the red and black car. She tried to turn it around. I said from day one, T2 case was a lot more deeper than a lot of the eyes would see. I just want to keep up. She said, not today, said Rena and Lulu are both using CC to push the same narrative. It's the same pattern the minister used for Rena. Come out to bash Tyrone Jr. instead of getting the truth. How do you feel about that, Sean? I want to say this. This is my opinion of that. I feel like it's a lot of dark moving pieces on this chessboard. Will we ever really get the truth of it? It's almost like the Nazir Harris story again, you guys. It is. It's almost like, no. Will we get bits and pieces of things coming out about the family dynamic, the relationship of Lulu, which we've already heard some, to make us look at her and say, we can see that. You know what I'm saying? Based off of how your responses to certain things is, we can see that. But I don't think we'll ever get the truth. I think it's a lot more to this story with DRO. And like I said, go back and listen to what he really said. Take your time, take the emotions out of it, take the I picked this side, that side. It's not a side. The only side is justice to me. But it's listening to everything that's hit the board and then taking a minute to listen to what Tyrone Davis Jr. said out of his mouth. We could show videos, we could show pictures, everything was happy, but remember, everything that glitters ain't gold. You get what I'm saying? We can mash it up. He was that person. He was that nigga. He made happy moments even when he was down. You could tell. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on it, on that comment about Renee and Lulu using CC, Sean, before we get into this video?
I agree. And I'll tell you why. Because all of a sudden now she's more concerned about how the mother feels. All of a sudden she has a whole lot less to say about Lulu. But in the beginning, Lulu wasn't crap. It was Lulu. It was Lulu. She was blaming everything on Lulu. Lulu stole the money. Lulu did this. Lulu did that. Now all of a sudden she's okay with not saying too much. She's more worried about how Rena's feeling. You know, Lulu said it was an accident. That's it. That's all. Now all of a sudden she's so close-lipped. And she's not friends with Natasha anymore, but now she's friends with Rena. Now, I just want to say this right quick, Parker, while it's on my mind. Cece said the last time she was on Gigi's panel that Lulu called Jason, or Lulu called Rena and told Rena what happened. Rena called Jason and said, bring me my son's car, just for Rena to drive a rental to Gainesville. All of this is a money grab. Everybody is out for what they, and this is my opinion, everybody is out for what they could get from DRO, even in his absence. Why were you worried about that car just for you to turn around and drive a rental to Gainesville? Somebody please make me understand that. The man wasn't even gone. He's just been in an accident. Why are you snatching up his car and taking possession of it when he left it with Jason? But that's all you worried about. Bring me my son's car, but we gonna get in the rental. Okay, yeah. I digress. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree 100%, Sean. I agree because and I say this, Sean. I've been saying this for a few months now. We as normal people, we cannot look at things in the normal eyes. You get what I'm saying? I just realized that it's almost like what's normal to us and us seeing it like that. Like who the fuck thinking about money and cars? And it's just the honest opinion. It's just the honest question. Now, some of y'all might say I am, and there's nothing wrong with me looking at you over type of way. My child, I'll never see my child again. I'll never hear my child's voiceover again. A recording of my son rapping or anything ain't gonna cut it. My child is gone forever. My last, my third, my last. So that's the last thing on my mind, if that's okay for me to say. The material things of my child, I don't give a fuck about none of that. None. God forbid. God forbid. Please.
Absolutely.
So I'm not mad at Sean for feeling this way. And it's crazy that you will get attacked for thinking that way as a mother. You have children.
Absolutely. And
Who gives a
remember,
fuck about the shoes, the Jordans, who cares if you got
yes,
keys to the house
yes,
until after, Sean? It comes after.
that's right. And y'all can't remember, Cece was the one who told us about Rena giving Dro up at 10 months old. Cece dropped that. Cece, in the beginning, when Cece came up on Gigi panel, Cece didn't have anything good to say about Rena either. When she was still friends with Tasha. See, so that's why Sean B jumped back from all of this, because now all of a sudden that everybody is mad at each other for whatever freaking reason. Now all of a sudden don't nobody got nothing good to say about nobody, and everybody lying about what they said before. Come on now.
Yeah.
So
I can't do nothing but respect that. I don't like that either. Let's get down to the bullshit. We not great.
absolutely.
Skip past that. We're not just great. Skip past. We need answers. And that's just what it is. You know,
Absolutely.
and Miss Passion said, he said they picked him up. What? Wow, which is it? Because Cece said he wasn't third. See, and that's why I say we gotta stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, like even though if I was like secondhand to certain information, it's just to the point. What's going on, Six Baby? Hey, girl. Hey. I wouldn't even put my 2 cents in on it. I would sit back and honestly like, let's just watch it play out.
Yeah.
I would give a
That's right.
perspective on it, but that's it. Even though everybody would want answers from me because I've said I was close to her, now it's man that. And see, that's another thing of that flip flopping. That's what brings a lot of people's trust down, because even though you're mad at her today, you still said certain things that we just can't skip past. And could I look at you like you'll ever be a friend, or you could be somebody I could bring into my inner circle? I could not. You know what I'm saying? If this is what it takes for you and old girl to fall out, which I get the embarrassment, but that's the bitch that you say, I ain't never gonna fuck with you again. Like you can't
Absolutely.
say hi bye. Like I love you, but I don't got nothing else. This is serious. This is your nephew whose life was taken, and you're saying certain things to me, and boom. Now that we don't fell out, let me go give up receipts. Let me do this. See, once you show that cell phone, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap.
Absolutely. She totally flip-flopped, and I don't respect anything about it, because the truth does not change, no matter who you're mad at. And the truth changed with her, and I don't appreciate that.
Yeah. And it's like we like, oh, Team Lulu. No, I'm not. I'm not Team Lulu at all over here. And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's innocent because the Gainesville Police Department all the bullshit that's going on and stuff like that, the loudness, the wrongness, the pointing out, the outrages in the committee meetings, and get him out, all of that, man, y'all, they're not dealing with that. So it's better to me for them, Sean, to say, I'm just closing it. Like, we ain't got enough. We ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because our representation of information, it's all wrong. It went all wrong to me. Go ahead, Sean. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying absolutely. Just agreeing with you. No, you're good. You're good. I don't like their representation of this at all. Where I thought there was class, there is none. None. And then they go, from Polo to this to this woman. Like, what is really going on? What is going on? And she comes out talking about Polo and degrading and debasing him. I thought she was supposed to be coming out representing the family and giving them advice on how to move forward, because she's worked with other people and because of her experience with her child. But you want to jump out here just because Polo reacted the way he did. You don't have nothing to be angry with, though, remember? But you jump out here because he called you a name. You jump out here and get to assassinating his manhood.
Yeah.
That's what y'all want to represent, y'all? And you supposed to be so godly and so spiritual? But this is what y'all want representing y'all. Oh, man, listen. No.
Yes, Mara. Yes.
No.
This is my thing. I thought they said they wasn't about drama. See, and it don't be from Gigi, Sean B, Tamala, West. It don't be from Polo. I watch people. I listen to what they say. And thank you, Spec. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you. I watch what Natasha said. If you're not about drama, we're talking about activists. Shank Rock works with John Barnett, who has been in front of news stations for the past month. I've been out there with them and stuff, being activists, civil rights activists. And I don't hear the name calling. I hear facts and getting down to business, getting down to answers for the questions that these families have, bringing news stations out and stuff. That's what I see from them. That's why I'm glad. And thank you, John Barnett and Shank Rock, for letting me tag along for the ride. For me, it's not to be on the camera or nothing, Sean. I want to learn, because if I want to be an activist and I want to be boots on the ground like these gentlemen are being,
you have been
something from me. And
you
I'd
have
rather
been
take something from it. This woman, Sean, has came on and she's doing all of this, and it's almost like, did y'all bring her on to bully Polo? Because she said, I'm not scared of you. But whoever said for Natasha and them to be scared, because the only way you will be scared is if somebody is digging in, somebody that's meddling like Polo. To them that's meddling, that's going too deep. Somebody that can potentially pull up some, you know what I'm saying, some skeletons out the closet that's been hidden so deep, Sean B.
Have mercy. First of all, I'm going to need you to give yourself some credit, because you have been boots on the ground. I watched you walk up that hill with that mother who was trying to find out where her babies was at. So don't play with me. I watched.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank
you. You have been boots on the ground, but I understand where you're coming from. You wanted to see greatness at work. I get it. What we see going on here ain't nothing greater. It's a great circus. It's a circus.
And I remember waking up with Shank Rock, like hitting the highway going to DC, where I met Ben Crump. And I told Ben Crump I wanted to, that's when I first met Tamika Mallory, Ben Crump. And to be in front of those monuments in DC where Martin Luther King once went in and wrote anything down was monumental to me, Sean. And we're in front of this place where Rosa Parks, everybody has been that it's been historic in my life. So I'm meeting Ben Crump. I'm meeting Tamika Mallory. I'm sitting in front of Shanquilla Robinson's mother, who wants answers.
Right.
Now, one time we've been to the pink envelope release. We've been to the banquets. Anything they have for Shanquilla birthday parties. There go me at Shanquilla's birthday party in that picture right there, Shambi. I'm there. And not once have I heard the activists call the Cabo Six out of their name. What they said was the activists said the Cabo Six makes them sound like superheroes. Giving them that name cringed the activists. And when they broke down the explanation of why, it made sense. Instead of calling each villain out by their name that caused her harm or witnessed harm to Shanquilla. So when Sean B. and them are how passionate you are, because once you get invested, Sean, in these stories and shit, and this is now going on like a Naziah case, and it's all these characters. You have to evaluate each character.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? If you got to go and get their background to gain understanding about how the fuck he get here.
Yeah.
Do he own anything? What's he into? I've done it with the family of Naziah Hurd. I've done
Absolutely.
it. So when we get down to the CCs, the Renees, the Lulu is innocent. You get what I'm saying? Just like right now, we ought to think that Shannon and Annette them are innocent because Jarvis Butts took a plea deal. Absolutely not. Yeah. That's why I'm looking at this case like, man, it's just like we are today's civilization is to be where we just walk amongst murderers and, predators and, Sean, that's how I'm taking it.
Absolutely. I don't, for that woman to be sitting there with Natasha. See, Polo came about because of Tyrone Sr., who we have not seen, right? But Natasha was her profile or camera footage was right next to this woman. So this woman is being brought on by a woman who wants us to believe that she is spiritual and godly. So when I bring someone next to me, they're a representative of me, not my brother, me. I'm vouching for this person. So that's what you're vouching for? Because, see, a whole lot of people got stuff to say about Ben Crump. Do Ben Crump get at them? No, because he is there representing a family that is supposed to be grieving and in mourning. And at some point, somebody has to be the bigger person. So are you the pot or the kettle? Which one? That's what I need people to start thinking about. Two wrongs don't make it right. So just because Polo was acting an ass doesn't mean that the next representative should come up and act the same damn way. My grandmother used to always say, it's one thing for somebody to think a way of you than for you to open up your mouth and remove all doubt. And that's what she did. They had already had Polo, who was this kind of character. And I really did. I was like, they got a black woman. Yes, she about to come. She gonna hold it down. She about to clean the slate. She about to handle that business. She been through this. She know where to go, what to do, what to say, who to say it to. Yes, that's what's about to happen. And no. I was totally disappointed when I saw that she lowered herself to those standards to get into a screaming match with Polo. When at this point, he don't even care, so he's gonna bait you. And what did he do? Polo turned around and said, see? Polo turned around and said, see? See what they got representing them now? So, She naively played right into his hands when all she had to do was remain professional, or at least, you know, just able to represent the family on their accord, not ours. Natasha
I
talking about
agree.
God all the time. That woman, no. Just to be a proper representative. That's all I'm saying. And I don't get that. I don't. Two wrongs don't make a right. Nowhere. At no time.
That's it. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Jacqueline said, "You got to realize these people are hurt and they want answers. This is a serious matter." Jacqueline, I don't think we've ever disregarded that. I've never heard anybody, and you got your own perspective. You might have take what we be saying on panels, other chats, or whatever as disregarding grieving. But like I said, I think a lot of times too, from what I've been seeing with these cases, people abuse grief. People abuse grief because if people are asking and Sean B starts a Discord, and in her Discord we're saying, hey, have you heard anything? Because we know Sean B's working close to a family of a case that we're all invested in. Hey, Sean B, what do you think? And when Sean B gets to asking questions and stuff like that, I'm getting shunned off. I'm getting pushed out of the way, you know what I'm saying, and different things. Whatever's happening with them. And Polo, look, y'all, lo and behold, he's the one telling it. He's one of them. I ain't got, the ties I had to them was justice for Tyrone. Once they wipe that off the table, I don't got no, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no ties to these people. Because he went in, I think we're getting justice for Tyrone and we're getting connected to these people off of what they say, and we're going at each other when we don't have a dog in this fight. Only dog we're trying to fight for is justice for Tyrone, but we can't do that because we're too busy battling each other versus trying to figure out what happened to this young man or who is all involved with taking his life. That's it for me. Wanting the people that has helped or partaken in taking Tyrone's life being held accountable. That's it. Because what's done in the dark is going to come to the light every time we open up our platform and start talking about a case. Because, goddamn it, we're going to get to the bottom of it over here, whether you like it or not. If I want my mods to look up names and addresses and shit, I could do that if I wanted to. But where I go and find out my information, I'm okay with that. Now, it's my choice to move on and look into that for myself. It's you that shows me what it is. And once this activist came out and spoke to Polo the way she did, Polo never said he was an activist for the family. He always stood on business for Tyrone Davis Jr. He said that from the beginning. Why are we dismissing that? Because we came in at the middle, or we came in between, or we came in down there at the end. Why are dismissing what he said? The family attached themselves to him, and sometimes we attach ourselves to the same people that we know will have information about us. Even if that's pulling them in close and tight and filling them up with more lies. Just with Polo, he's one of them niggas, he talks. Am I mad at a motherfucker that want to talk? Absolutely not. Because they're not. And Sean, you can elaborate if you want to. I'm about to get into this video. Go ahead, Sean, if you want to elaborate.
I don't know if you heard about this too, Parker, because I want you to be eyes wide open. Did you hear that Polo said that Gainesville PD invited Tyrone Sr. to meet with them 3 different times, and he neglected to show up either time? And I'm not talking about the town hall meeting. I'm talking about Gainesville PD. And the family kept saying Gainesville won't tell them nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they said the other night, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about for the last 2 months, January
Mhm.
and February. That is what the family kept saying. Well, Polo exposed the his fact that Gainesville PD had been trying to sit down and talk to Tyrone Sr. 3 different times. And this man who got up in front of the world and said, I want justice for my son, neglected to meet with them 3 different times. What are we supposed to do with that? How are we supposed to move forward with that and keep believing that y'all still have the same level of integrity from the first day y'all pressed that live button and told us that your loved one, your beloved, was unalived and y'all think it's something nefarious going on? What are we supposed to do with that?
Right.
So
People
I
expect you to sweep it under the rug to me, because we're fans of people. We pick sides
mm,
instead of looking at it what you just said. No.
yes. And Parker, you know what I think is going on. You know what I believe happened. You done heard me enough times. You do know how I
Yeah.
feel about it.
That's why I'm glad you hit the panel. I am. To give an unbiased Sean B perspective, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? And I respect
Absolutely.
everybody's opinions in the chat. I love how you and Tanya definitely dialogue. Do you explain how you felt at the beginning? Like, let's not skip past, and that's what Sean B saying. Let's not skip past certain things and focus on what you heard at that moment. Let's go back. You know what I'm saying? Rosalind said, if you are or were in his group, you thought you were at a bar with drunk cussing you out beyond anyone or any way that I would want to represent me. How can we know if it's true though? That's crazy. Why didn't he meet with them? And that's
Absolutely.
the questions for them, Nikki Benz. That's why I'm saying that's the questions that we need to start asking them the same way it's okay to ask for donations and say, hey, we need help. We should be able to go to them and get questions answered. And it's no disrespect to the Davis family, but these are questions for the family. You know what I'm saying? Not for us, because we can only give our opinion. And then when we do, it'd be a problem. Sean be right. If the family isn't boots on the ground, how do you want the world to keep the faith? That's crazy. Why would the dad not want to know what's going on? Personally, I think
At the
Natasha.
same time,
Go
at
ahead.
the same time though, Parker, remember, while the father is neglecting to go sit down with PD, Natasha is telling us that that they're 500 strong and they can do this and do that. Well, then I'm sorry, what? Why aren't y'all then?
Mm-hmm.
She's steady telling us that nobody's telling them anything. She's telling us GPD won't do anything while her brother is neglecting to go meet with them. How are we supposed to, like you just read, keep the faith? No, I couldn't do that no more. So be mad at me, but I'm done with them. No, I can't do that no more.
She said, I feel you, Miss Shambi. We both on the same page. You've been saying from day one, I'm so glad that you're back. Nikki said exactly. And she said, personally, I think Natasha's seen all the support for justice for Romika and wanted to take a page out of that book. And then I can agree with this, Missy Porter said. She said, then they want to pick and choose what the public talks about versus what Nikki had said earlier. And I do agree with what Nikki said right here. Why are we picking and choosing? Where's the advocate? We have questions. The people that are invested or that can potentially want to donate funds toward further actions and along this journey for the walk with justice for DRO. How would we be able to contact her to get these questions that the public has, that they've donated their time, their effort, and a lot of them have spent their money on trying to see if they could help with justice for DRO? Is that wrong, Shambi? Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely correct. Nobody is going to try harder than the loved one that came out with the bullhorn Nobody's going to try harder than them. So when you start showing that you flip-flopping, you're lying, your integrity is less than, then that starts to compromise the foundation on everything that you started building on. How you expect for us to stay up all day and all night and be the boots on the ground and spend our money on documents and go here and send somebody there and drive our gas out that sky high? But you're standing in front of a camera telling us lies or backpedaling what you told us a month ago, talking about let me be clear. No.
Yeah.
Now you want to be clear, but we're supposed to forget what you just told us. But you want to be clear, but you're not telling us how it got lost in translation. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And that for me, I agree 100%, Sean. She said, I'm side-eyeing the whole family. This is sad. He seems so supportive of all his family every moment he could, every moment he could be. Crazy how they all just fell back when it's time to need the support. Why isn't the Lulu fighting to know who allegedly did hit and run? I said that too, Nikki. I agree 100%. Nobody is fighting for justice, only strangers on the outside looking in. Rosalind said, when I was first in the group, I post, God is not the author of confusion. In the chat that I paid $9.99 as well came for me, just as they did. And what I say is my opinion, but to be attacked for what I quote. And nobody should ever be attacked for their opinions. And if somebody does join our groups and stuff like that, we have to start being adults to say everybody is entitled to their opinion. They're paying to get the information. So if they feel like they have a question that's against what everybody else is thinking, y'all have to stop. Like, it's easy for me to say y'all have to stop, but the shit do be crazy. And and I don't understand it. We're too old for that. We might not value Miss Rosalind's opinion, but hey, she paid her $9.99 just like I did. You know what I'm saying? I know how to overlook people and keep moving to what I'm interested in seeing throughout the group in the chat. She said, let's not forget Natasha had pics very early on, right, Candy? And let me say this, Sean, and then we're getting into this video. It did not today. And they said they didn't make anything off the shirts. Man, stop it. Let's just stop it, Miss. And I don't think they owe us an explanation, but man, let's just stop. Sean, a lot of this takes me back to the Naziah K. It really does. It's crazy. And I don't want to relive that shit. That's why I'm just doing recaps, catching up and stuff. Happy to fall back because we know what happened, Missy Porter. Yes, y'all did make money off the shirts. Do y'all have to come out here and tell us no? But let's just stop. We're too old for the lies. And this is when I stopped trusting. She said the very first day Natasha's live, the dad said, I want what's mine, not I want justice for my son. I can't get past the statement. I seen a lot of y'all. I removed myself from the group because I truly joined the group for no reason, justice for DRO. And I think where Polo, and this is not, I can't speak for Polo, but just my thoughts where he had so much going on, Miss Rosalind and stuff. You can't let, sometimes if you support Sean, you can't let what other people say take you away from supporting Sean. And I would say that to Polo, guys. Give him a chance, hit him up in his inbox like, hey, I'm here to support you. I'm here to get details about this case. You said you had it, and that's all I'm here for. To be attacked, I can't. And stuff like that versus just running from every situation, Miss Rosalind. But I get it. Basically, I just have to find a way to let this go, even though I've invested so much time into this case. And I get it. You definitely been involved, Joy to the world. Sean, you gonna sit up here with me while I go through this video? That's it, Mara. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, Mara, it doesn't matter about where the money from the cheap, but that's gonna be, y'all gotta understand again, that shit's gonna come up, whether we want to hear it and we don't care. I don't care. But anything they've ever done now is gonna come up, whether they so dope, if they was prostituting, pimping, whatever, it's going to come up. People are invested. Some people are gonna go and dig deep. But we can't make that an argument. We all want to know what happened to Tyrone. That's never been misplaced by nothing that we say. She said I tried several times to donate. It won't work for me. I took that as a sign. No, you're fine, Missy Porter. No, you're fine. You said nothing. Nobody is saying nothing wrong. It's no correct or incorrect answers in the chat. What gets me in CCB having so much to say, but when Polo's talking, she's quiet. Something ain't right. No, Mari, I'm not. No, but I don't think nobody should feel disrespected. Everybody just agreeing to disagree. My girl Sean B is up here. We're going to listen to this video and break it down how we see it.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, you know what I mean? But shit, but they from the same places.
So Lay told Tyrone, hey, you need to reach out to this guy named Polo because he can really put boots on the ground. He can find out what's really going on.
Right.
So when Tyrone reached out to you, how was that? How did he hit you in a DM? Did he call you?
Yeah, we are all our communication through Messenger. They were Messenger at first, and then I ended up getting his phone number. So I call him directly here. We FaceTime. Majority of the time, like even when I used to go live, it's you know what I mean, we FaceTime. Or so when I was communicating with the family, when I met the family, who were all the grandma, the aunties, the cousins, everybody, I met them through FaceTime right in their living room.
Got it. Okay, got it. So how did Tyrone ask you? How did he ask you? How was his approach?
Oh, it's like when I'm icing, you know, I like to ice questions. Once you reach out, I'm icing questions. So I like to know to understand what's going on, what happened, or whatsoever, and what people feel. But all the energy was towards one person or whatsoever. Even when I finally ended up meeting the auntie, all the energy, all the narrative was towards one person. And one thing I learned is that anytime people put too much on one person, you really gotta look around. You know what I mean? You just can't just take it at face value, especially without no proof. But you know, this what I signed up for. You know what I mean? It's a little personal to me. Or whatsoever happened close to me. The person that's allegedly involved, if from the same place, you know what I mean? The person who set me up or what's the hell. One of them cases I still fight today 5 years later. And it just hit a little different. So I was more motivated, you know what I mean? Because like I was with my situation. Like I walk my shit down. I ain't gonna ain't no military secret. I walk my shit down. They ain't do the footwork like they supposed to.
Polo said that they didn't do the work that they were supposed to. I agree. Because at the same time, Miss Natasha said they didn't ask him to do it, but he did it. But that didn't hurt them to pick up that phone and say, hey, can you go to that committee meeting? We're not going to make it. Can you go? See, it's crazy how we look at one side versus looking at both sides. He wasn't too good for them to call and say, hey, can you make it here and can you do this? Some people get invested and do boots on the ground. We've seen it with JJ. She definitely was boots on the ground for Naziah and went and looked for anything and everything she can to make the shit make sense. Am I lying, Sean B?
You absolutely are not.
Nobody asked her, but she did it because she wanted justice and she wanted to find out for herself and look at distances between this place and that place. It's the same way with Polo. They didn't ask him to do it. But where are they at with doing it? Like they made it like he gonna do it, so you know what I'm saying? So we ain't even gonna do it because he's doing it. Cause why aren't they doing it? Sean, give me your thoughts on it.
I mean, think about it like this, Parker. That's like you asking me to come over and make a cake for you. And when I walk in, your kitchen is not the way although I know your house is immaculate. Okay, let me be clear. But for purposes of this, as an example, an analogy, I walk in and your kitchen is not the way that I would like to cook in. Mm-hmm. But I make the cake. Am I just going to leave it that way? No, I'm going to clean up the kitchen because I'm here to help. Because I'm here to help. And so are you then going to come in and be like, I didn't ask you to clean up my kitchen. But that's what they did. When he started going the extra mile They got scared. And you only get scared when you know that something is about to be exposed. And that's what happened. And they pissed off the wrong person. That's it. That's all.
I agree 100%. I think they did piss off the wrong person, and I I hope that us normalized people start to get that, because Carmazia said, I don't care about that drama. They still ain't telling us what happened to Dro. Somebody needs to tell us something. And that's what everybody's argument is about. Carmazia, is that we're wanting answers, but due to the BS, they're now bringing a woman in saying she's our advocate. Well, where is she to give us the answers that the community that is donating and the community that is raveling up and fighting for justice for Dro and is not going for what the Gainesville Police Department has put forth and said, we're not going for that. We want to stand with the family. But hey, what are they saying? What happened to Dro? Nobody's saying nothing, because this is called deflection. This is called when we really don't want the truth out, or we don't want lies that we put out to be exploited. We cause deflection. We bring other people into the drama. We're pulling other people into the drama. Advocates again are not heard to what if Polo ain't a part of it, why did she even address Polo? Why is the activist saying anything to that aggression needs to be toward the GPD? Sean, am I wrong, or I don't know?
That's what I said. That's what I said. Why does she have anything to say to Polo? Polo was Tyrone Sr.'s dude. This woman is being brought to the forefront by Natasha. Why is she addressing Polo? And that's not even what you're there for. But you want to critique how somebody else is doing something while you're getting just as muddy and dirty and filthy at the mouth as he was. So are you the pot or the kettle? It took you a minute to get there, but you see how you got there?
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people are selling you great analogies, Sean, and that they agreed with what you just said a second ago. So I do want you to
I appreciate that.
Bring that to your attention. They said, Angela said, I believe now why Jason was so standoffish is because he knows what happened and can't believe it's surrounded all with the Davis family only, and that everyone there knows is deep.
And kudos to him. He like, yo, I'm not getting in that, because he knows stuff that we'll never know. Mm-hmm. He knows stuff that Dro has told him about how he feels about those individuals individually. And he like, I'm just not getting in that. Yeah. I'm just not. You know, he like, I don't know why they called me. I didn't have to come to Gainesville. His mother asked for the car. I took it over there. Next thing I know, we on the road and I'm being sent pictures. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's very unfortunate, but we see that's how they roll. And they, like you said, I like that word, deflection. It is not for nothing, y'all. They are okay that the battlefield is now empty of thousands of people because we are like-minded and not going for the BS. They're all right that now they only have 20 people. They okay with that because they feel like those 20 people, they can mind control, for the lack of what I really want to call it. And if I was on my channel, I would have. But it start with an F. You understand me, y'all? Yes. You know what I'm saying? They're okay with that.
And I think you should. I agree with Miss Sean. I do too, 100%. Miss C. Porter said I both. She said Jason was bashed, and now, and you know, sometimes it takes this to happen. Hey, Auntie Fee, I love you. You guys make sure y'all follow with Auntie Fee about the facts, you guys. If y'all want to keep up with what's going on in the political world with Donald Trump and the Epstein files and Candace Owens, that is the place to be because it is sizzling hot. Candace Owens is over there currently getting almost 200,000 in the chat to see what she has to say, and it must be very interesting to gather that attention from that many people. Auntie Fee is reacting to those videos and those facts, okay, and breaking it down. And Nikki said facts. She said they asked Polo because Renee didn't tell anyone about the meeting, keeping it real. Okay, Miss Roslyn, because Jason has lied. Also, if y'all can drop Auntie Fee's link for me, moderators. Now, Jason was once Tyrone's. Jason was meeting with Lulu. I believe the Davis family knows what happened at the beginning. She said, exactly. I do too. Let's get back into a little bit more of this video. I don't want to keep you guys here that long. And Miss Sean, I hope you give your perspective, not just sitting with me, but your audience a perspective of what you really thought in Sean B's way, okay, and Sean B's breakdown of this video.
I want my own sit down because, you know what I mean, if a bitch set me up and play with me, I gotta take full charge of that. I gotta put my boots on the ground. I gotta stand on business, and that's what I did.
Right. Okay.
And that's what I did, and everything they got on me because I put the footwork in. Right. I wasn't ahead of hell. They'll tell you that up top. They'll tell you that in Georgia. Ain't no military secret. I mean, if you want justice for yourself, you gotta go get it. You want justice for your relatives, you gotta be the front soldier. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta be part of that movement. I tell people, if you want justice, you gotta understand it's change. You must give to get.
Got it. Well,
you can't just get justice by giving.
Some people may say, well, you know what? It seems like all you guys on the same accord. You, the Miss Jackson lady, Natasha, is there any way that you all can come together and work together? Okay.
No.
Why is
we can't we can't work together because instead of you doing your job professionally, the first thing you did on your live was to type Polo. You didn't come around and be like, you know what? You know what I mean? I might need to network with Polo. I might need to talk to him because he might be the one that could blend in or figure out certain things, or he might already know certain things. He might know more than what he's saying. And let me clear something up. I do. And the whole object is,
now that you've changed your perspective of Polo for a little bit of it, you know, looking kind of like, okay, now he's showing stuff. Now he's saying he felt like they looked at him like, we don't know what he knows. Maybe he knows a little bit more. Should we keep him close? Should we let him go? Go ahead and let him go. Or whatever. How do you feel about that, Sean?
I agree with that. They are afraid because they don't know. But if you've been totally transparent, and even not totally, let me take that back. If everything that you've shared with the public, if all the tools that you've given them to work with is stuff that is totally useful, then why are you worried? It's because they haven't. It's because they know that they've either omitted some facts, shown some deflection, or straight up lied. That's the only reason why I'd be afraid of what you would run and tell the public about me during my situation. So I agree with them, and I wouldn't work with them again either. You don't get but one time to boot me out and then allow somebody to disrespect me publicly the way that they did, while Tasha stood there with the smirk on her face while the lady was totally debasing Polo, totally tearing down his manhood. She had a smirk on his face like, take that. Really? No, you can't call me back into your camp. No, you can't do that.
I agree. Shanita said, hello, chat. I was wondering why the activist was speaking on Lulu's relationship with his kids. I don't know why she spoke on that. To me, right now, my focus is on GPD. y'all saying he was hit by a car, nobody took responsibility or waited around for that. So it's a hit and run. So for them to just close the case and her speaking on Lulu's kids is it's irrelevant to me at this moment versus what her relationship was with Dro in that moment that his life was taken. Sean, do you agree with that? Like, why are we focused on what she did with the kids and what she's doing with his kids from the activists versus what happened on the December the 27th?
I agree with that. Seeking justice for what happened to this young man, I doubt very seriously has anything to do with his children. That their mere existence has anything to do with the decisions that were made on that highway that day. And for her to be speaking about it, because she's not trying to, do something civilly between the families. She's supposed to be seeking justice for Dro.
Mm-hmm.
Why speak about Lulu and the kids? Deflection. I told you I like that word.
That's the word of the day, sis. Deflection.
Sure is.
I agree with
Absolutely.
Polo when he said it. Okay. I agree with
Mhm.
Polo when he said that about coming together. This case could be going further. It could, and it should. It should be so much further right now. But when you're deflecting and stuff, this is where we end up at. Shanae Jackson is going to get answers between her and God, trust and believe. Who's Shanae Jackson? Is that the activist, Sean?
I don't know. I don't know her name. I just,
Is that the activist,
that.
guys? She's
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
Sean. As much as I'm into this case, all thing I know is a woman called the activist coming at Polo saying some inappropriate things that I don't see from activists. When being Crump's up there, being Crump, and we would stand in front of him in Washington, D.C., he never spoke about what Dejanay's family was going through, hardships or nothing. He never spoke on Nazir. He never spoke on Winter Donovan or anything. I'm just being honest with you guys because that's not the issue. The issue is what happened to Shane Quilla Robinson and who took her life. That's the focus. You know what I'm saying? And accountability. That's it. That's all. Anything else is irrelevant. Hey, country, what's going on, baby? She was speaking about the kids getting the money. Okay, I get that, getting the money. But let's get the mother down to the Social Security office. Dro worked. From our understanding, he worked most of his life. Let's get the Social Security started first and stuff. Let's think about the money last. Let's do the money part. To me, it should be between the activists, and that should be behind closed doors with me. Because is money the issue?
Exactly.
Is money really the issue? Is now is what my thing is. Sean B, your thoughts?
Exactly. Justice has nothing. Justice, I thought, was the criminal part of it. Who did this to my nephew? And why did you abandon him is how it started. You left my nephew out there to be unalive alone. That is what Tasha used to say. So where did money for the kids? Like, while it is important, one thing has nothing to do with the other. Whether or not these children get what is they're entitled to has no bearing on it shouldn't anyway, have any bearing on getting justice for Dro. That's just point blank. And let me say this right quick, Parker, and then I'm gonna drop down, boo, because my son just got home from school. I am not blaming Tasha for anything other than her flip-flopping. And that is, you can't argue with that. It's a fact. And a whole lot of people agree with me, and we all can't be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not blaming her for what happened to Dro, but I am saying that father, and I would even dare say Natasha, has an idea of what happened to their nephew, their son, and they're not saying it.
Right.
But we have gotten this close. I've said it. I've said what I believe it is. And that's when all the deflection and stuff started. So I'm not blaming Natasha for what happened to her nephew, but I'm blaming Natasha for not being transparent and not providing us with the tools to go out in the yard and plant the trees that she asked us to plant. You can't give me a spoon to dig up dirt to plant a tree.
Woo. Damn.
You can't do that. Love you, sis. I'm dropping down, babe.
I love you too, Sean. Thank you so much for hitting the panel and joining me today. Your opinion and your thoughts and your perspective definitely matters over here when it comes to the Tyrone Davis Jr. story. You've been there from day one, and it's only right. And I'm humbled to have you on the panel. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you, boo. Enjoy your trip. Tell brother I will hit him up on the well, I gave him my email, but you enjoy your trip. You be safe. You come back because we need you.
And we need you too, Sean. Thank you, sister. Thank you.
All right, baby.
Shout out
Bye-bye.
to Sean B, who's been over there around with Gigi, Miss West, and Tamala on the Deep New York News, the Messy Sweet Spot, and also Criminal Villains channel from day one with the Tyrone Davis Jr. story. You know, like I said, I'm grateful to have Sean B up here with her perspective, being there from day one, being on the panel with BG and CC, and really getting insight of the Instagram messages that Lulu was writing, the 6-page letter or 4-page letter, whatever it was. But I like what Shanithia said. She also said it wasn't Natasha's son, it was another relative. See the difference with her and Polo. Polo's gonna put the names out there. That's what I love about Polo. Polo's not holding back any information from the people that's invested in wanting justice for DRO. A lot of us want to know exactly what happened. We all do. But right now, I want justice for Tyrone Davis Jr. I think he deserves it, just as many others out there in the world who get their cases swept under the rug due to all the misinformation, mishandling of the cases within the family. We can't cause this. The family can't. Now, we can add on to fucking up a case as content creators and as spokespeople and stuff like that, but only the family can cause this kind of situation. She said, so she's the only one that flip-flop? Absolutely not, Rosalind. But I can't say Rosalind is drama and we don't want the drama, and then I turn around and have somebody come and speak about the drama and dog you, Rosalind, if you get what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I can't say that I'm not about this, but I bring somebody on who is about that. As something to look into, not today. We shall see. Yeah. Period, Amanda. That's period. Yes, long live DRO. And that's it. And there is people that cared about DRO. They don't have to be as vocal as us like Gabe. He's dealing with the death of his brother. And I'm still grieving. I know what grief feel like. It's like you're trapped in grief forever. So to lose his best friend, and then lose his brother prior to, like, I mean, you know what I'm saying, lose his best friend prior to losing his brother. And it's like sometimes death doesn't catch up with us to the end because we never took our time to sit down and grieve our loved one. We just carry it. Thank you, not today. Wait, Polo said it was a fact. It was Natasha's son who was actually providing facts on who was there. It sounds like Polo or the activists need to provide receipts. It does. And that's what Sean B was saying. Like, if you're going to put it out there, can you just give us the receipt on it? And Polo has, for the most part. I can't wait to see. I haven't went over there to check to see if Polo dropped the information about it being Natasha's son and stuff like that. But just to me, if the activist is going to speak, y'all saying Polo might just be a little bit too loud. But I love receipts. I love information. If it's factual, you know what I'm saying? Why would you be calling to find out about the camera? Lulu shaking my head. I definitely said that. Who the fuck is giving a damn about? You get what I'm saying? Not today. Like, what? I paid my money to get your justice for Joe in that group, not talk about and be made into show. I get it. And Rosalind, I get that. I get that. And I get that. You should not have been body shamed. Nobody should be body shamed. And I hope we work on that as Black people. We go against the wrong people every time. We do. We go against the wrong people every time. We go against each other when we need to look at the families and Lulu. Just period. We wasn't there. We didn't do this. We didn't come out with lies. We've only come out with what they presented us. So I would love today. I know my people gonna go with me. I ain't into with none of y'all about wanting the facts about what happened to DRO. Wanting just justice. I just want to know what happened. This is also sad. Me too, Kim Green. I don't have a dog in this fight. The only fight I got is justice for DRO. And to use my platform as being a voice. We already got the world scared to donate and participate in these kind of things because we be so fucking messy for no fucking reason at all. We turn these cases into circuses. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of participating into turning cases a circus when it should be valued more than that. This is why the GPD isn't valuing us more. Lulu is not innocent. If it wasn't for Lulu, we wouldn't be here today. Her leaving Tyrone Davis Jr. on the side of a road from somewhere they wasn't from is what brought us here together today. So what brought us here together is to fight for justice for Tyrone Davis Jr. That's it. That's all.
Not revealing everything because you gotta know who you're dealing with. You gotta know what type of people you're dealing with. So if you reveal everything, or what so that you have accumulated, and be like, damn, you know what I mean, like these people really.
They got a bullet on you.
Come on, man. It's not only that. When you start figuring out certain things, then you start realizing that people was lying. Nobody expected Polo to investigate. Nobody expected any blogger to have boots on the ground. Most bloggers are known for just sharing information. Nobody actually put in the work. So that's what made it different. You know what I mean? You actually had a person that, you know what?
Polo, indeed, it is. I got to go on the big screen for this, Polo. And maybe because you just be on Facebook or you follow certain stories, but it is bloggers that do put in footwork for these cases, such as Natasha Harris. Would I lie and say that Too Uncensored did not put boots on the ground for that? Absolutely. JJ put boots on the ground for Natasha Harris. So maybe not in the Polo case, everybody didn't do what you did, but we do use our platforms to be a voice. This is what we know to do. Everybody's not in that city or the vicinity of where a case took place. So this is a big place to use our platform when we have so many people come in our lives to get the information, to utilize it and pass it along if they do live in the area that this is taking place. But it is content creators that put boots on the ground. I want to acknowledge that. Hold on, guys. Let me get this live played.
I ain't just share information, but I actually put boots on the ground. Nobody actually did what they say they're gonna do. Everybody just share information. So with this situation, I did it different because it was personal to me.
Got it.
And the only reason why I started subscribing was because the simple fact is it was too many bad.
And can I condemn him for taking a case in personal? No, because again, we have taken in cases that was personal. Natasha Harris will always be a personal case to me. So I understand Polo from everything he's coming from right now about taking something in Pretty in Pink. Thank you, Natasha. I don't trust CC at all. And you have that right, Diddy. When certain things take place, I don't have nothing against CC, but you know what I'm saying, with with this story. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, waiting to find out what actually happened to Tyrone. Are we gonna get to, if Lulu didn't do it, who hit him on that highway and took his life? All of that, you know what I'm saying? So you guys make sure you go over there to Gigi Medici, okay? Gigi Medici, and get the rest of this interview with Mr. Kawada himself, Polo. Polo, thank you for being transparent throughout this. Thank you for taking DRO's case personally. I'm not mad at anybody that's invested and do what you've done to gain understanding, to gain closure and answers, even if it's for yourself. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Even though they didn't ask him to do it, he did it. He did it, and he did it in the way that Polo do it. Does he have to deliver the way we want him to deliver? No. Who are y'all to tell people how to act and how to deliver their content? Is crazy to me. We are all grown, we are all human, and we are all one and the same. We want justice for these loved ones. The Davis family's loved one, Miss Renee's loved ones, and stuff like that. It's not about bashing, but when this kind of information hits the board, we're going to talk about it. We're going to break it down whether y'all like it or you don't. If Lulu is not guilty of hurting him or having him hurt, she really needs to come out and tell her story. I can't believe what a mess this has turned out to be. Tyrone seemed like a good guy. And Chris Green, you are absolutely correct. I think this is the time for her to come out and, you know, for the family anyway, not for us, but it is subscribers that are invested in this story and have invested their time and have invested their money to get a PI for Tyrone's investigation, to get the real and honest truth. You know what I'm saying? So I hope the family, the Davis family, has got a PI, sincerely got a PI and stuff like that, to get the answers and stuff like that. Other than that, you guys, this has been great. I don't want to use up all of Gigi's information. I just wanted to show you guys that Mr. Coldwater did go over there and sit with my girl, Gigi Medici, and give her everything that he's got. Well, most of everything that he's got, because he said you can't unload the full clip. And for that, I understand, and I'm out. Enjoy Monday. Thank you for joining me. Super chat. Thank you guys.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are, bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view, with a voice so smooth and a smile so bright. She's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone, with a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard, asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true.